You want to do crews and individuals, or do you want to do individuals and then crews?
It don't matter. Whatever you
Okay.
want to do.
So the top 10 West Coast b-boys during your run in your prime. If you had to
Top
make a
10 West
top
Coast
10
B-boys in my
list.
game. All right. Top 10. That's gonna be tough.
Ultimately, um ultimately you leave Soul Control.
Yeah.
Now, from the outside looking in, like I never understood why you left because one, you had put in so much work under that banner, and now that we're finding out some of that work you were putting in, you weren't even all the way in the crew, right? Like starting with the Freestyle Sessions 3. But and then it was like a great crew. You guys had good members, good chemistry, you guys are winning battles, traveling the world. Why would you
Mm-hmm.
leave?
So it was. Oh, I want to say. Trying to put it in I'm trying to put it in a better way without stumbling. Let's see. I was active. Like I was in Soul Control officially in San Francisco. I think they had told me in San Francisco, like a Mighty Ford event, they asked us because I was like killing it. I was in the ciphers and I was just really hungry for battles. So they had asked me, Cujo had asked me, and I said, yeah, okay, sure. All right. So I ended up getting down, and then I've been down. I've been paying dues and just repping really hard. Freestyle Session 4 came, and I entered with Ronnie Ruin and Caveman, which at that time, Ronnie Ruin was called Kid Sub.
I represent. I'm coming through, Duke is about to get second. Underground. I represent. I'm coming through, Duke is about to get second. Underground. Underground. I represent. I'm coming through, Duke is about to get second. I'm coming through, Duke is about to get second. I'm coming through, Duke is about to get second. I'm coming through, Duke is about to get second.
So we entered the battle and we won, and that's because Soul Control didn't want to enter. And then Freestyle Session 5 came around, and I wanted to enter, but I couldn't enter because Soul Control didn't want to enter. So there's a lot of times where I wanted to enter battles, but my crew didn't want to enter battles, and I wanted to enter with somebody, but I could never do it because no one wanted to enter. And I remember entering with Rhythm Bugs I think it was like ESPN Clash or something like that. I entered with Rhythm Bugs, and we did good. Of course, we lost because it seemed like it was kind of tailored to Style Elements, but they earned it because they were killing it. But yeah, I think it was so far to remember. But I paid so much dues with Soul Control. I had three goals when it came to breaking. First goal was me being half Korean. I wanted to go to Korea and compete.
Did you check that off?
Well, that's a story.
Yeah.
That's a defining story.
Okay. Well,
So while I was in Norway in February with Cujo asks me, when is your birthday? No. Cujo says, hey, do you want to go to Korea? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I want to go to Korea.
Yeah, you damn straight.
So I was like excited, like, yeah, I want to go to Korea, man. Yeah, cool. He goes, okay, it's a And so 3-on-3. So far it's me, you, and then somebody else. And by this time, I was bumping heads with somebody. We didn't get along, and we didn't meet. We didn't meet together on decisions that kind of benefited the crew. So I said, hey, don't pin me up with so and so because of this. I was like, all right. So I ended up going back to Seattle from Norway. I flew back to Seattle. That's where I was living at the time with Circle of Fire. And I called Cujo like 2 weeks later before May, because May was my birthday. I told Cujo, I said, hey, who's getting in? Who's the third person? And he goes, oh, well, they handpicked the crew. So it's already picked. It's Charles and Mega Man. So by this time I'm heartbroken. Like,
wow.
Yeah, I'm like heartbroken. Like, damn, man, I didn't get to go to Korea. Sucks. And I told Cujo, yo, I'm out, dude. Like, I can't do this, man. This sucks. Like, I paid so much dues, and I temporarily out of Soul Control. So come to find out, the day before the trip, I go home, I get off of work, I go home, and I see Orb from Circle of Fire sitting on the couch. And he's like, yo, I got to go to John Jay's house. You want to come with me? I was like, yeah. And John Jay is like pretty much the one spearheading the competition, but he lives in Seattle. He's from Circle of Fire. So John Jay said to Orb, hey, I need your passport, stuff like that. And then he says, hey, yo, Eric, you got a passport? I was like, yeah. He says, okay, Style Elements couldn't make it. So far it's you, Orb, or you guys going to enter with Poe? I was like, what the hell?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, let's go. So I went home, which we call the firehouse. I went to the firehouse. We got my passport. Yeah, the next day we went to Korea.
Wow.
We met up with them in San Francisco. Connecting flight. We met up with them in San Francisco, and then we ended up going to Korea. But the look on their faces was classic.
Priceless.
And we ended up winning. Me, Poe, and Orb, we ended up winning.
Nice. Even more priceless. What was the event?
The event was called Return of the Bboy Masters.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
I wonder if I had that VHS back in the day. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, probably.
That wasn't the one with the black and white floor in that and the wall right there, was it? Maybe so. I don't know.
I think so. And it had like a lot of lights.
Yeah, definitely had a lot of lights.
Yeah, that was it.
Possibly.
The crazy thing is that we battled Soul Control before the finals, and we won them, and then we battled Battle Utensil or Rock Force, and Soul Control had to judge that one, and Soul Control said that we were winners.
Dang.
I was like, I didn't judge it. You guys said we won. I'll take that. I'm from Korea, so this means a lot more to me.
He said, I'm trying to plant flags.
I know. I'm trying to make people cry, because Koreans are so dramatic. So they said, oh yeah, he's from California. His grandparents are born, and he did it for them and stuff like that. So it was dramatic. And they brought me flowers, and they made some people were crying and stuff like that.
So you said you were with Poe, like Poe won, right? Yeah,
it was me, Orb, and Poe, and then Pablo did it, but Pablo went to like air flare 90. He was trying to combo the move, and then he did the air flare 90. He ended up kicking a little too hard. He went air flare, and fall. And then we were like, what the hell? Did you do it twice? And this is at practice. And we're like, did you still do it twice?
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Let us know how we're doing down in the comment section. And to make sure that you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace until the next episode.